already arguing about what we're going to talk about on CarTalk. We had just, you know what it is? We spent too darn much time in this car together. This is Jill for today, and this is CarTalk. What is it over there?
Oh, you're nuts. She can't argue with that.
No, that's
Can't
true.
argue with the facts.
No, so we're home, and
no, we're not. We're in the car.
And we're getting settled in, you know, all the stuff's been put away and the chaos is starting to get over. And okay, so what we've been arguing about, first of all, we had a wonderful time on our trip.
Some of it.
Most of it.
Yeah,
most of it. Yeah, we did. I mean, there were some clunker days, as you all know.
Some fairly good meals and some really bad meals.
But we had a wonderful time.
Yeah.
And the country, we saw some beautiful redwoods and saw our families, and you know, all of that was super, super good.
And we got to drive through San Francisco, which Jill Day now calls the gates of hell.
The gates of hell. And we're going into downtown Portland today because we have some errands we want to run. And I said, you know what? I've been through the gates of hell because I said I don't want to go to downtown Portland. And in the past, I've said that because it's chaos. That's nothing. That's a cakewalk.
She'll even go to Costco on a Saturday.
I will, darn it all anyway. All right, so we're home. And on the trip, this is what we've been arguing about, what to talk about. On the trip, and actually for the last month, I have had this heart thing happening where it feels like these little flutters, and I get very lightheaded when they're really bad.
As a matter of fact, we're sitting on Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
We're sitting in a very famous restaurant in San Francisco. She's sitting right next to my brother, who is a Yale and Harvard trained cardiologist and having extreme symptoms. And she doesn't bother to mention them because that's Jill Day. She's such a stoic and such a martyr.
No, that's just not fair. It was Easter Sunday. We were in a nice restaurant. Hadn't seen your brother in a number of years, and what are they going to clear the table and throw me on it? And is he going to do paddles?
Get out the paddles.
So I didn't say anything, and I hadn't actually told the director either. I just said, well, whatever, you know. So it got to the point where we would start to walk, and I would start to have these symptoms pretty bad. So I went to the doctor this week, and I explained to her what's going on, and she says, it sounds just like AFib to me because you've got all the symptoms. So I'm going to be fit with a monitor, which they're going to monitor my heartbeat for 24 hours, whatever. And we'll find out. She'll diagnose me, and we'll have to put me on some sort of blood thinners, and then it's the hassle of, you know, the rest of my life having to deal with this. But that's okay. So, day before yesterday.
This is the day after.
Yeah, it was the day after.
Doctor's appointment.
He is on the phone having a very heated conversation, and he is like Nova, over the top, going insane on this phone call, and I can hear it. I didn't have to even look at him. I
get irate when people bill you multiple times for the service you paid for on the day they did it. And this was, what, 7-8 months ago?
Well, it'll be a year in September.
Yeah.
Okay, so he gets off the phone, and very shortly thereafter, he says, I'm having problems here. My heart is beating so crazy, I can't stand it, you know, listen to my pulse, you know. And so I took his pulse, and it's all over the charts. His heartbeat is very high. He usually runs about 40 to somewhere between 45 and 55. So I'm saying, okay, you know, and I gave him a half a shot of bourbon, and I said, I want you to sit here, drink this bourbon, and just chill for a bit.
I had a headache, a little short of breath, tightness in my chest.
So about 2 hours goes on, an hour and a half, and he says, this is not good. And I said, I agree with you. So we called the advice nurse, come on in to urgent care. So we get him into urgent care, and they run a bunch of tests on him, EKG, you know that. And they said he had a bundle branch block. And then he needs to go over to the ER. Now we need to go to the ER at the hospital because they feel like if this
they can do another EKG.
Yeah. So we get him over to the hospital, and he gets into the ER, and they run a bunch of tests on him. Then another EKG. His blood pressure is good. His heart rate is good. The
No, my heart rate was high initially.
And initially, yes. And now your ticker is starting to settle down a little bit, wasn't it?
A little bit, but I still had the headache. I still had the tightness. I was still short of breath. So anyway, they did an EKG. They they did blood work for blood enzymes and everything.
You need to talk a little louder. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. And the doctor there said I did not have a bundle branch block. However, I did have some sort of conduction delay in my heart, and he didn't think it was a problem, but and then by that time I texted my brother, the cardiologist, and so he wants to see my EKG, so we get the ER doctor to text the EKG to my brother, who then calls, and anyway, we got the ER doctor on the phone with my brother, and they're discussing my condition while I'm sitting there. And
it was embarrassing.
Well, it was embarrassing but that's my brother. He's a little protective, and the ER doctor was super.
He was
just
very
terrific.
nice about it.
The Kaiser doctors, I can't say enough good things about them. But
Fab.
anyway, bottom line is the same day that Jill Ferday on Monday goes in to get her heart monitor on, I'll be getting one myself. She's only supposed to have hers for 24 hours. I get to lug mine around for a month. So, a good wake-up call. Don't get angry.
Don't get angry. Don't get angry. Of all the things this man, I hope, will take from this, is don't blow up. It's just not worth it. So,
well, when you think about that a fit of anger like that can cause your heart rate and your heart rhythm to go that out of whack and last for hours, that's not good.
No.
That's not good.
There you are. So that's what's been going on in our life. We are back on track. Our Weight Watchers are back there. We're on track. We're taking note of all of our points, and things are going well, and we're going to weigh in on Friday. Tomorrow, yeah. So we'll see.
It's not going to be pretty.
It won't be pretty.
We've had a lot of bad days recently where we've taken it out on food and drink, and we hadn't really, we got on very sporadically since we came back from the vacation, which took its toll on both of us. So we're not expecting good results tomorrow, but we are going forward, and we're going to get back to where we should be. And
the one thing I've learned about, and I mean, I'm, as you know, I'm mature, and I have fought my weight my entire life, and I think, Director, you would say the same thing. Yeah, we've both had weight problems.
I've lost tons over the course of my life.
The hundreds and hundreds of pounds that each of us have lost, and I'm sure there's a lot of you out there who probably have experienced the same thing in your life. And you learn your lessons all through life, and this coming home and having a lot of stress, and you're saying, okay, I got to eat the stress down, or for me, I love my wine, I do, or drink it down, whatever those things are in our lives that somehow we think that's going to feed. You know what? It doesn't. And this being home for this last few days and having all this stress in our lives and saying, okay, I can eat this French bread because it's going to make me feel better. The next day, it doesn't make you feel any better, does it?
No, it tastes delicious, but I'll tell you, these two cardiac events were a big wake-up call for us, not only in terms of our diet, but with our lives. I'm not getting any younger. She's several years behind me, but you got to get out there and live while you can, especially. And we have a number of health problems, but we're fit enough to be able to get out and enjoy ourselves, and so we're going to do it while we're able.
Anyway, there's my diet rant for the day. But it's true, he and I, like he said, this is a wake-up call. And yes, we're going to have our Fridays. We are, you know, and that's okay. We weigh in on Friday morning, and we're going to have a Friday meal. But we're not going to do this week-long, oh my gosh, I'm having a panic attack, so I need to eat a bowl of ice cream or whatever. Actually, you know, desserts aren't that our big deal.
And even the Friday little mini cheats aren't going to be outrageous. We've wanted to go to this restaurant here in Portland for ages. It's called the Screen Door. It's supposed to be like the best fried chicken you ever ate. And we had talked about, okay, we're going to get back on Weight Watchers. We're going to do that for a month, and at the end of the month, then we'll go to the Screen Door. Well, this morning I suggested no, that we don't do that. Fried chicken is my big thing. So I said, let's hold off, and if we stay on Weight Watchers, which we will, we'll go to the Screen Door for fried chicken on my birthday, which is until September 1st. So that's what we're going to do.
And I'll tell you what else. You people hold us accountable, because there's several of you, well, a good number of you, who are on Weight Watchers. Some of you said that we had inspired you, which is very humbling. That, you know, we inspired you to and we're not gonna allow that to happen. You're holding us accountable, and we're on board with that. You know, we want to be, well, it's a honor to be inspirational to someone. Is that the right word? It's an honor. It's a pleasure. It's a responsibility. Whatever those words are, you know. So we're hanging in there, and we're gonna hang in there. So, oh my God, that was long, wasn't it? You got anything else over there?
No, but once we get a hold of something, we like to grind it into the ground. So.
Like a dog with a bone. All right, everybody, we are done here. We're going to get out there. It's a gorgeous day, and we're going to get out there. We're going to have some fun in the sun, but we're going to stay legal. Yeah, that's an old Weight Watchers word, legal. Did you know that?
We're going to the Polish pottery store.
We're going to the Polish pottery store. That two little pieces that I bought. I have to go look, right? I just have to go look. It doesn't mean I'm going to buy anything.
We didn't even know they had a Polish pottery store
in
Portland. It's called the beginning of the end.
No, it's not. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for letting us, you know, spout a little bit. And we will be back soon. I'm going to do a fish recipe. I'm cooking fish tonight, and I'm going to do it on camera, so it probably will load up on Friday, which is tomorrow. All right, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.